offering the highest quality in dental care. Desert View Dental.
Last evening, we were dispatched for a mutual aid assignment to the Charleston View area in California. And if anyone's not familiar with Charleston View, it's actually off the Tacoma Highway off the 160. And you go down approximately about 12, maybe 15 miles. And on the left-hand side, there's a community there called Charleston View. And when we arrived on location, it was just starting to get dark, and it was very difficult. There were no immediate smoke columns that were visible or any flames or fire conditions showing. So we, out of our corner of our eye, we searched the area. We were just about to clear, to be quite frank, and it was discovered that the fire was further down, a little bit, actually probably about several miles further west of Charleston View. Very lazy smoke condition. There was some wind out there, so it wasn't rising. It was actually running along the ground just above the roof line of this house. And there were no immediate neighbors. We made access with the Inyo fire chief. We did a size up, and we found that we believed it was at least a room and content fire. It was a rather lazy fire. It wasn't very aggressive, but heavy smoke conditions throughout the structure. Our crew came up. They mounted an interior attack, quickly controlled the fire, checked for extension, found none. They conducted what we call primary and secondary searches. There was no one inside the structure. There was no one found in the immediate area. There were no cars present. There was a very closely placed RV that was secured. And so we assisted Inyo with that piece, and they came in and finished up with the salvage and overhaul. And then their chief was going to be completing an investigation.
And so you haven't been able to contact the residents at this time, or you don't even know if there's residents?
I don't know. The house appeared to be an occupied structure, but we can't tell you when it was last occupied. Curious enough, there was a barbecue out front that was unrelated to the fire, and it was operating, and there were actually coals in it. So someone had been there at some period of time in relatively short order prior to the fire.
So just, was the fire contained to just that room and contents then?
Yes, there was smoke and heat damage throughout the structure, but the majority of the fire was held to that room and contents. And as far as contacting the owner, that really won't be our responsibility since it's in another state, another jurisdiction. So the Inyo's fire chief would be responsible for those contacts.